Welcome to this beautiful sunny winter day. We have blue skies, no clouds whatsoever, just a little bit of wind, but that's okay. It's still the Netherlands / Belgium, so we're kind of used to that. It's also a pretty nice day to do something new, I guess. So this will be my first ever vlog kind of video, which I'm a bit anxious about, so I'm not so used to talking into the camera, but we'll get used to that, guys. So the whole reason I'm doing this, because for 2025 I've set a pretty big goal, cycling goal that is, and we'll need to do some training for that, so that's what I'm doing right now. I will tell you all about that goal a little bit later on into the video, but for now let me just wrap up this training session. It's more like a ride, I'm not really training at the moment, and I'll catch you back later. See ya. I've just come back from the ride, I've done a quick shower, and now I'm almost ready to tell you everything about my 2025 goal. But before I dive into that, let's have a quick chat about my cycling history and how I ended up with this goal on my calendar. Well, I was 11 years old when I started with cycling. In the beginning, I was mainly focused on road crits, but later on, when I joined an elite level team, I also participated in some classic races as well. During these years, as a so-called mid-pack elite cyclist, I also came to the conclusion that there is a lot more to road cycling than only riding fast. So after scoring a lot of DNFs on the road, I basically called it quits, and I decided I didn't want to do those classic races anymore. And I started to focus a little bit more on what they call like an ultramarathon mountain bike race. And besides these ultra distance races, I also started to do longer rides in general. This all started with a 200 kilometer ride that quickly turned into a 300 kilometer ride and eventually even rides as long as 400 kilometers. It was also in this period that I was contacted by a group of guys that had a pretty crazy idea. They were planning to go on a fundraiser ride from their home in Groenlo, the Netherlands, to the North Cape in Norway. This ride is 3,000 kilometers and they were planning in doing that in just 10 days. I was lucky enough to join them on this great adventure to the North Cape. Eventually, we managed to reach the globe at the North Cape on day 10 of our adventure. And I can tell you that was a really special feeling. And of course, after big highs, sometimes you have big lows. So when I came back home after this ride, I was really struggling with finding motivation to step back on the bike. Now looking back at that time, I think I can safely say that I ended up in a little bit of a black hole, and I was really struggling with my motivation until at least last year. And then last year, a good friend of mine, he came to me and he said to me, "Hey, I've got this great idea. What if we would ride Unbound next year. So, well, yeah, I needed the goal. He had a good idea. I guess 1 + 1 = 2. We ended up subscribing for Unbound 200 in November of last year. As Unbound is working with a lottery system, you do need a bit of luck to get selected to ride the race. But we were the lucky ones to get selected, so guess who's going to ride the race this summer in Emporia, 200 miles of gnarly gravel, and I'm already looking forward to that. So now that there is a goal to train for, I thought it would be cool to share a little bit of my preparation with you guys through these videos. So you can expect more and more of these videos in the upcoming weeks. And if you would like to follow along, please consider subscribing. The button I think is down here. I don't know exactly where this is still. Could also be here. I still need to learn this stuff a little bit. But at least like and subscribe. And if you would like to see something in these videos or you have a question, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below and I will try to answer them. I will catch you back in the next video. Bye bye.